I was a board advisor for one of those American fishing companies.
Yeah.
Know before, I don't know if you know them.
Yes, we
Yeah.
know.
Yes,
So,
we do know them very well.
Okay, good. So I'm not sure differentiation is really about language that's long term, because knowing know before and fish me and whatnot, they're working their asses off to go global, right? So I'm not. So I was two questions. One is, how long do you think the differentiation is on your Asia influence when these big American companies are coming out of the space? And two is, a lot of these companies kind of fall short because they're all email based. And I'm seeing a ton of social engineering attacks coming back in. So I'm wondering what you're thinking about doing from that. You know, for example, the Marriott hack that happened. My CFO got called. They knew that I was in Singapore. Contacted my CFO and said, hey, we have Chris, and tried to extort my CFO because they knew my travel location, right? So that can't be tested on an email. So what are you thinking about doing on the old-fashioned social engineering stuff?
So first of all, we should definitely chat after this, given your experience. So we do provide phishing simulation as one of the solutions, but that's not our core product. Our core product is actually the training modules. So we have an online platform with training modules, and most of the modules which Know Before and a couple of others that we know who are competitors have brought and taken globally are very plug-and-play solutions. Now today, to be able to consume any information, you need to have a story, a relatable story, to be able to retain that information and you know, have effective learning from it. So that's what we've gone by. So our differentiation is not just being able to translate to the language, but also creating imagery, visuals, and a story or a case study which is relevant to the market that we're addressing.
Let me give you an example. If one of our case studies, the creativity we have, is we will have someone in a hawker centre choping with their phone. Now that is a piece of content you cannot take to America and say, when you go into a dinery, do not leave your phone to reserve your table. Because Americans are going to be like, why would I do that anyway? That's just a ridiculous thing to do. But it's a very Singaporean problem. To go to your second point, how do I help with the fact that you're being spearfished or socially engineered? The only way to change things is changing human behaviour. How do we change human behaviour? I'll give you an example. 8 years ago, when we went into a hospital, we never used hand sanitizer. It wasn't something on our brains. Now, who drove that education piece? Nurses, the workforce. Now, if you can get to the workforce and continually raise their cyber maturity levels, they will start driving cyber hygiene. What we're doing at the moment is we're asking the top, can you tell the guys at the bottom what to do? Actually, the nurses educated the doctors, and the same here. We think the workforce has to educate the seniors.
Very good. I would think about adding that uniqueness as part of your pitch decks. If your differentiation is localization, consider showing a few examples like that.
Yeah, great, good advice. Thank you.
Just press it on the screen if you want to show something.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, okay. So this is our piece. This is our online training. It gives you some examples of the modules we have. The phishing campaigns. We do tabletop simulations as well. Consultancy piece there. The market. So this is the market now, and as we know before, Phish labs, all of them are on this side of the world, and Bluefish is over here. It's in Japan. These are our advantages that we have in the marketplace.
One more comment, because Know Before has a guy named Kevin Mitnick.
Sorry?
Kevin Mitnick, the world's most famous hacker, as the credibility source.
Yeah.
So you may want to position yourself as some sort of knowledgeable or caring person. I think you came across and said, who are we? We're two mothers. And from a cybersecurity perspective, I don't know if that gives me as a corporation confidence that I'm learning from experts.
Yeah, thank you.
I think just tiny feedback on the presentation itself. It looks, I mean, a lot of investment is also investment in the team and how well they work together. And so if you're don't ever correct each other on stage in front of others, because it kind of, it makes people think that you guys don't trust each other, you don't have your attention in the team, and obviously that's not the case. That's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the feedback.
So you said you're looking for $1 million for how much equity?
Oh, that's we talk about it separately.
Negotiable.
Everything's
It's negotiable.
Okay, how much sales have you done right now, and what are your projections for the next 2 or 3 years?
We closed last year at 40,000, and we're looking to go at least 10 times this year, and then more than 20 times next year.
That's on an actual sales funnel. It's not a hit in the sky.
Yeah, this is not just a
This is
projection,
pipeline.
it's a sales pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
More feedback, more comments, guys? Yeah.
I really like that bit, the last bit where you brought in about parents and this could be done for your children. I just feel the urgency of this whole situation is not communicated. It's a very urgent situation. Many Singaporeans still don't understand what the SingHealth thing was all about, except the Prime Minister's that was stolen, but it's a statistic. As far as I'm concerned, it will not happen to me.
Yeah.
It's a very good point, actually. Seeing health case studies in one of our learning modules so that we
Yeah.
find out about
So
how it
if,
happens.
because of 5 minutes, if the starting becomes very grabbing for emotion, for example, a picture of Kevin McNick, and to say that this guy broke into unbreakable systems, how did he do that,
How can I stop?
right?
Good
How is it that suspected Russian hackers is spending 24 hours, or is it 007, trying to get into a Singapore server? And they're doing this full time, while your full time staff to defend. And then when this becomes highlighted to the CEOs, CTOs, risk
That's a
officers,
great starting point.
right,
Yeah,
then
good stuff.
they will pay more attention
Yeah,
to
yeah.
actually watching.
That really helps. Thank you very much. Please, any more feedback? We love it. Please don't be shy. You can only improve.
That's what I keep asking people.
Yeah. You know what you really think. Please tell us. We're very
Some kind of
positive.
training about that in
I have
Singapore.
one question.
More
When-
questions, more feedback?
So when the slides didn't work, why you didn't ask Julia can you please help us fix it? And you just started doing the pitch without the presentation.
Okay, because actually we're training to do the presentation without the pitch and without the slides. So it's something that we're doing actively to try to make sure we can do it. So we're trying to put ourselves into uncomfortable positions and seeing how we fare
Our coach
through.
is sitting right there
Yeah.
watching us.
So we're trying to learn how to do that.
I think you've got a really engaging tone. I just think you need to
Slow down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One comment is technology firewalls don't really make mistakes if they're configured correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And you could dig in a little bit about how failures in the human firewalls really are. They kind of bring in the
Yes.
human nature of it because we make mistakes all the
Yeah,
time.
the technology itself is not the issue.
It's the humans.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
humans using the technology.
You
Yeah.
can dig in a little harder.
Great.
So if I buy this, how much is it?
Oh, well, yeah, pricing is on a per user basis, but we do B2B. We don't really have a portal for B2C. It ranges from $5 to $11, depending on the number of modules that a company chooses to subscribe to and number of years that they do subscription. So it's a subscription, but on a per user basis.
Our client, where we're aiming for, are companies over 500 users, up
And
to
above.
etc. If we go below that, we have to do a lot of education on cyber awareness and why you need it. When you get to 500, compliance drives you to need the product.
And we do classroom workshops as well.
And you sell to individual?
No, we don't do B2C.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've thought about it, but from a revenue model, it doesn't really work.
On a social enterprise, we go into schools once a week to talk to parents and kids
Yeah,
about
we
cyber
do
risk.
that,
We do that, but that's the only individual piece we do.
Oh, okay. Through school.
Through
Through
the school.
schools,
So if you'd
yes.
like us to come to your school. Yes.
That's a good